Hey everyone. Okay, let's get to it. This video here is going to be very quickly created. I just want to share you how I viewed today's market. This is going to be kind of like an end of day market review. No edits, no nothing, straight to the point. I locked the account out. I was very comfortable with this amount of gain today. I felt like it was just one of those things where I have multiple accounts, and so they're adding up quite quickly. So I'm very pleased with today. I don't really need to reach for any more. It's Monday. I trade a little bit more cautious on Monday, but let's get to it here. So what I'm going to be sharing right now is an overall perspective, right? I should open up my trading view, but you can essentially see this session breaks. You can essentially see this from this chart alone. This is going to be my top step. So if I just look at the higher time frame, right? I can already assume what's going on the higher time frame just by looking at this time frame. But the skill of trading is you want to just be able to look at one chart and then decipher the overall perspective. Sometimes historical bars or historical pivots or whatever are way too far to see in one screen, so therefore you go to a higher time frame. But you can see if I zoom out, right, the price started pushing down, pushing down, pushing down, and then now we're pushing up here. We had a big drop off here on Sunday's open from Friday, right? And then we kind of just closed the gap, right? We filled it up. But by filling it up, you could see here's the opening gap or opening, or sorry, here's the close of Friday, opening of Sunday. You can see we pushed up higher, pulled back, and then now, right, we're kind of rounding off here, heading towards the upside. So we're already pushing up. We took out some lows quickly, and we're still pushing bullish. Therefore, my bias today was a little bit more bullish than bearish. And I just wanted the chart to develop before I started taking some trades. New York opens at 9:30 Eastern, right? 7:30 my time. So here's open, and you can already see we pushed up, we held, we pushed up, right? Sellers came in, buyers took out the sellers right here, right? So as of there, we have buyers territory. We have some nice little pushes, some breaches, right? We have a high here that we're approaching. We got this pivot high. We got this pivot high. We got this pivot high. We got this one in the past. You can see all these previous levels getting created. And then now we're approaching them in today's session. So today, I waited for price to give me structural direction, waited for a pullback. All right, actually, you know what I should have done? Let's just go to the 5 minute again. Let's draw some horizontal lines. We don't need to draw all of them, just a nice quick, there we go, and there, something like this. Let's just do that. That's going to be nice and clear, right? Yes, I got them I got them going through price, right? Gives you a better idea if you're trading support and resistance or breakout, retest, stuff like that. You could see here, price broke out right there, came back, and then pushed. The next level, right? Pushed, rejected, broke out, came back, retested, right? And then pushed through. The next one broke out, came back, retested, pushed up even higher. Right now we're getting a little bit of compression. You can see it slowing down. So therefore, yeah, Monday vibes, right? But looking at those levels, right, what I'm doing is looking for something that's super simple. Now I'm looking for structure, pullback, sweep, break, and then a launch in a certain direction, right? So if I'm looking at today's price action, you can see, hey, price pushed down aggressively, pushed up, kind of held, pushed up, pulled back, pushed up, swept a low here, and then launched to the upside, right? So on the push up, right, I entered, sweep, push up, entered, right? Price pulled down again here, came back up, I entered, carried forward, right here, sweep, right, started pushing up, I entered, carried this forward, sweep, I entered, carried forward, right? So I caught some really nice trades. Let's see if I can get a picture for you. Da, 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 da. All right, so here is a couple of the trades, right? Sweep, push down, blast up, right? I scaled in, so here's a couple scales. This one here, scale in as well. This one, push up, enter here, right? So not exactly where I had entered, but you get the idea about the sweep and then the push, right? That's what I'm looking for. It's a nice like liquidity grab reversal. Doesn't always work, but the idea is very, very streamlined, right? When price pushes up from, say, accumulation or distribution, whatever you want to call it, right? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, the concepts are all the same, right? Buyers are in control. We've reached a high, right? So what I'm looking for is a pullback to look for longs, right? Same as the larger players in the industry. If buyers push price up here, right, they're in at this price here. So this is going to be so far an average, right? When price pushes up here, everybody and their dog now sees it and they start buying. When price starts rolling over here, now these guys are in the water, right? They're underwater. They're losing money, right? They look to, have price push up again. Okay, now price pushes up here and they're looking to, spec their Porsche out. And then all of a sudden price drops a little bit lower here. Now they're just looking for break even. It almost goes up to break even here and then starts pushing down here. So now they're like, okay, I just want a little bit of a pullback before I get out of my position, right? More and more people and institutions and traders are in the negative. So as price pushes down here, these guys have to liquidate, right? Giving the larger institutions a better opportunity to fill more of their orders, right? And then we get a nice push up here, which means people see this as now a break of structure to the downside. So they start selling. More of the larger institutions can buy, and then we launch, right? Beautiful opportunity. It is clarified and discussed a little bit further in the course that I'm coming out with, but the length in time for each hold here, right, is significant. A lot of traders will say, oh, the market's against me, and like, I can't necessarily having like winning trades, and there's a scam, it's a scam. No, it's not. It's created to move price from buyers to sellers, right? From high to low, from cheap to expensive. This is cheap, up here is expensive. So the goal of these traders is to push price up to this high, right? And as it goes up this high, it start liquidating their position. That's why you get these ranges, right? When you get the launch here, it's buyers are in control, right? We wait for buyers to come back in control again, and then we get in and get the launch. That's a beautiful, beautiful explanation. It makes sense. There's repetition in it. It's just the easiest way to trade. Any instrument that you want, any time frame, right? If we go to the 15-minute or 20-minute or 30-minute, you see the exact same setup. Right? Price held. Price held. Push down. Right? Sellers are coming into the market. Buyers come back. More sellers come in, and then they flip. So yes, we have a break, we have buyers come in, price drops dramatically here, so everyone and their dog thinks it's selling, right? We get a little bit of a boost here, sellers come into the market here, all these buyers are reaccumulating at a really, really good price. Price pushes here, buyers are in control, let's get in the trade and watch the launch, right? Same thing here, price drops, pushes up here, pulls back a little bit and continues up higher. Same thing here, as today. Sellers came in, buyers come back, sellers come in, buyers come back in control, right? Here's an opportunity to get in long. Also, here's an opportunity to get in long, right? And then you would have caught this moonshot run that ran, over 200 points, right? Repetition, structure, supply and demand, support and resistance, EMAs, flips, Wyckoff, whatever you want to call it. This is the easiest way that I know how to trade any instrument, anything in the market. Just wanted to share this video with you here. Have a wonderful week. If you guys got any questions, go on my Instagram, message me, follow, like, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. I appreciate everyone watching this. Instagram is devin.fbt. Far Beyond Trading is the company name, and we'll check you on another video. Peace.